A boy on a train. He's 12 years old, sitting next to his mother, one hand resting on a large suitcase beside him, not holding it, caressing it, like it contains something fragile, something alive. It does. This story is real. It happened in Tokyo. And when it came out, Japan couldn't look away, because the most unbearable part wasn't what happened to these children. It was how long the world took to notice. Welcome to Asian Recap. This is Nobody Knows, a 2004 Japanese film inspired by a true case of child abandonment that shook an entire nation. It's the story of 4 children hidden from the world by the one person who was supposed to protect them, and of a 12-year-old boy who spent months holding everything together while slowly running out of everything: money, food, hope, and time. The mother's name is Keiko. She arrives at a Tokyo apartment with her son Akira and tells the landlord exactly what he needs to hear. Her husband is abroad. She just needs a quiet place for herself and her well-behaved boy. The landlord hesitates. Keiko smiles and assures him, "Not this one." They carry the suitcases inside, and then the suitcases open. Out comes a little girl named Yuki, small, bright-eyed, clutching a toy. Then a boy, Shigeru, tumbling out with the energy of someone who's been folded in half for too long. Later that night, Akira slips out alone and returns with a 4th child, his sister Kyoko, who'd been waiting at the station. 4 children, 1 apartment, 1 name on the lease. Keiko gathers them all that evening and lays down the rules with the calm tone of someone who has done this before, because she has. No shouting, no noise, no going outside. And above all, no one can ever know you're here. The 3 youngest aren't registered anywhere. No school, no records, no existence as far as the outside world is concerned. This is their life now. 4 walls, each other, and a mother who comes and goes. The next morning, Keiko gets dressed and leaves. Akira makes sure his siblings are settled, then heads out to do the shopping. He's 12. He navigates the market alone, manages the money, brings everything back, cooks dinner for 3 younger children, and only then, only after all of that, sits down to study. When Keiko comes home that evening, she helps him with his math homework. For a moment, it almost looks normal. Then her phone rings. She steps into the other room. Akira sits at the table, listening to the muffled sound of her voice, and says nothing. The next morning, Kyoko asks her mother if she can go to school. Keiko doesn't even pause. "School isn't fun," she says. "You don't have a father. They'll bully you." Kyoko goes quiet. Later, Akira brings it up too, standing with his mother on the balcony. Keiko turns to him with the look of someone about to say something she believes will fix everything. She tells him she's fallen in love again. This one is different. He wants to marry her. Once they're married, the children will have a father and she can finally put them in school. Kyoko can take piano lessons. Everything will be better. She says it like it's a promise. Akira looks at her and says nothing, but his face says everything. That night, reading at his desk, he hears a car outside. He goes to the balcony and sees his mother stepping out of a taxi, laughing, saying goodbye to someone. He watches for just a second, then quietly goes back to his book. He pretends not to have seen. Keiko wakes the children up. She's brought food. She's also clearly been drinking. Akira heats everything up without a word. Then Keiko gets soft the way people do when they've had too much. She tells Akira he has his father's eyes, tells Shigeru his father works near Haneda where lots of planes fly, and little Yuki's face lights up because she's always wanted to see a plane. 4 children, 4 fathers, none of them here. Akira listens to all of it and doesn't say a word. Now you understand why news of another man, another marriage, another promise didn't make him feel hope. It made him feel tired. The next morning, he wakes up to a note. "Keiko won't be home for a few days. Take care of your siblings. Here's some money." Akira reads it once, sets it down, and goes to the ATM to pay every bill. At the store, he picks up a comic book and reads while he waits, not noticing 2 boys nearby slipping stolen items into his bag. When he walks out, the shopkeeper grabs him. An employee steps forward and clears him. He was reading the whole time. Someone set him up. Akira walks home, counts what's left of the money. It's almost gone. He goes to find the man who might be Yuki's father. The man hands over a small amount of cash with a flat expression and says he's not her father. And this is the last time. Akira takes the money, goes home, feeds his siblings. Keiko comes back eventually. She brings gifts, cuts the boy's hair, sits with the kids, and laughs like nothing happened. She paints Kyoko's fingernails red, a small moment of tenderness that Kyoko holds onto like it means everything, because to her it does. But the next morning she's packing again. Akira asks if she's leaving. She says she has to work, but she'll be back for Christmas. She'll bring presents for everyone. She takes him out to a restaurant, just the two of them. He sits across from her with a full plate and doesn't touch any of it. He tells her she's a selfish mother, that she only thinks about herself. Her face hardens. She says his fathers are the selfish ones. They left, all of them. She's the one who stayed. She drops him off at the station. He watches her go. Then he goes home. Christmas comes. Keiko doesn't. Akira doesn't go home right away. He walks the streets in the cold and waits, because he knows that on Christmas night, stores slash their prices close to closing time. He waits until the cake is cheap enough, buys it, heads home. They eat together that night. It's enough. A few days later, Akira calls his mother's workplace. She quit, they tell him, a month ago. He goes through every letter in the apartment, every scrap of paper, every number he can find. Nothing. She's gone, and she left no trail. From here, it only gets worse. Subscribe if you want stories like this every week. New Year comes. Keiko doesn't. Akira takes his savings to the shop employee who once cleared his name and asks him to help write out envelopes, one for each sibling, money inside each one. He brings them home and tells the kids their mother sent presents. They believe him immediately. Yuki will save hers for a doll, Shigeru for a toy, Kyoko for a piano. Akira watches them hold their envelopes with both hands and makes a mental note. He'll need that money for food, all of it, including his own. Yuki's birthday arrives. She stands at the window all morning, certain her mother will come. Kyoko tells her she won't. Akira takes her out, just the two of them, sneaking past the landlord into the open air. They walk for a long time. He shows her the monorail from a distance and tells her he'll take her on it someday. They sit together on a bench, and Yuki reaches into her pocket for the last piece of Apollo chocolate she's been rationing for weeks, eating one square at a time to make it last. She eats it slowly, and then it's gone. At a video game shop, Akira meets two boys his age. For the first time in months, something looks like friendship. They ride bikes, come over, play games. He laughs, and slowly, without noticing, he stops paying attention to the apartment. When the boys start stealing from stores and pressure him to join, he refuses. They cut him off. He walks home alone. The apartment by now is barely livable. Trash everywhere, every utility disconnected, months of unpaid bills finally catching up. From now on, they collect water from the park tap. They wash their clothes there too. That's where they run into Saki again, the girl from the bridge at Christmas. She comes back to the apartment, plays piano with Kyoko, helps plant seeds on the balcony. Slowly, without any formal agreement, she becomes part of them. His money runs out completely not long after. Saki tries to help. She goes to a bar with a man, comes back with cash and holds it out to him. He can't take it. He turns and walks away. That night, he notices Shigeru lying in the corner, chewing on something. He tells him to open his mouth. It's paper. His little brother has been eating paper because there's nothing else. Akira doesn't say anything at all. He just breaks. The shop employee slips Akira food when he can. That's how they make it through the days, one at a time. Then one afternoon, sitting by a baseball field, a coach waves him over. For one afternoon, Akira plays baseball. He runs, he throws, he laughs. He is, for the first time in longer than he can remember, just a kid. He comes home to find Yuki on the floor. Kyoko tells him she fell from a chair. She hasn't moved since. Akira kneels beside her. Yuki is 5 years old. She loves Apollo chocolate, and she has spent her entire short life hidden inside these four walls, never allowed outside, never known by anyone. She wanted to see a plane. She wanted to ride the monorail. And now she is gone. No tears come, just a silence that fills every corner of the apartment, the kind that doesn't lift. In the film, Kore-eda holds this moment without music, without dialogue. Akira finds an address from one of Keiko's old letters and goes to a payphone. A woman answers and tells him to wait. He feeds coin after coin into the machine. The last one drops. The line goes dead. Keiko never picks up. He goes to find Saki and tells her he wants to take Yuki to see the planes. He buys several boxes of Apollo chocolate, her favorite, and they go back to the apartment together. There's a letter on the table from Keiko. She still can't come back. Do your best. A small amount of money falls out of the envelope. Akira puts Yuki's body in a suitcase. He and Saki take the monorail, the ride he always promised her. Then they go to Haneda, where planes take off and land all day long, the one thing Yuki always said she wanted to see. By the river, they dig a small grave and bury her. They sit beside it through the night without speaking. In the morning, they take the train back. Life continues. Akira, Kyoko, Shigeru, and Saki walk to the park tap together to collect water. On the way back, a plane passes overhead. Akira watches it until it disappears. This film is inspired by the 1988 Sugamo child abandonment case in Tokyo. Names, details, and events were changed. What's real is the outline. Children left alone, invisible to a society that never thought to look. When the real case was discovered, it had gone on for nearly a year. One of the children had died. Nobody intervened. Nobody checked. And the truth is, that hasn't changed as much as we'd like to believe. These children exist today, in cities just like the ones we live in, walking past us, sitting near us, carrying stories we never think to ask about. Akira was 12 years old. He was the only tree his siblings had to shelter under, and he held on for as long as anyone could. If this film moved you, leave a comment with what hit you hardest. We read every single one. Subscribe to Asian Recap for more films like this, and we'll see you in the next one.